Yeah. Hello, my lovelies. How are you? I'm just logging onto Instagram while I'm waiting for anyone, to come on board, really. To come and talk to me. Hello. Yay! I can see some people starting to join. I love it. Yes! Let's bring this over because of the connection. Hello. Oh. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Yes. This is good, isn't it? Oh, let me get that there. Make sure I've got you all there. Wave at me. Say hello. We've got Chris, Nicole. Oh, that's Walter's watching. Hi, Daryl. Hello, Tony. How are you? Say hello. Let me know where you are. I know you're in Crawley now, Tony. I'm used to you now. Janet. Hello, darling. She said, "Hi, Michelle. Your quarantine concert was fantastic. Yay! Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. Oh, that makes me feel really good. I'm gonna have a cup of tea to swig a cup of tea to celebrate. Yay! Just let me know when you're there. Say hello. Katie, hello. She says, wonderful concert last night. Thank you. Yay. Tammy says, hi, lady. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, Tammy. Let me know where you are, where you're logged in from. Isn't it funny? We have lovely days, but then in the evening, it's like this whole like battle of whether or not we should turn on the central heating, or is that just me? Ah, hey Paul, thank you for waving at me. Hello, gorgeous. Yay. Rayon said hello. We've got Trad Action saying hello from Belgium. We've got Phil watching. We've got Antonella tuned in from Italy. Ciao. Daryl says, you look beautiful as ever. When are we going to hear music from you? Your voice is amazing. It's coming. You're going to get some posts from me very soon, actually, about new music. So look out for that, Daryl. Lizzie says, love your positivity. Very contagious. Yay! We love that. We love sending out good vibes and people latching onto it. Phil is in the house from Chippenham. Hello, Phil. Lovely Chippenham. What? We've got Jonathan live from Otley. Hello, Jonathan. Janet is logged in from sunny Birmingham. Gilly's here from Kent. Anne's here from the Isle of Man. Jacqueline says that singing was beautiful, stunning, blessed. Thank you, my lovely. We've got Nana in the building. Hi, Michelle from Stevenage. Hertfordshire, darling. I'm feeling a little bit cheeky tonight. I don't know. It's maybe when I pull my hair back like this, I get a bit cheeky. So I'm warning you guys. I've got my cousin waving at me. Hello, Treacle. We've got Gloria from Newcastle. Welcome, Gloria. How are you? Is anybody else having a drink like me tonight? It's on the hard stuff. I'm on the PG tips. Who else we got in? We've got Brooke is in the building. Brunette, hello, my lovely. All the way in Essex. How are you, girl? Hopefully we'll be able to go down to Lakeside soon. Is Lakeside open? I don't even know. I've not even thought about shops. It's just like hard enough just dealing with Tesco's and Sainsbury's at the moment, isn't it? Let alone trying to like deal with Essex and Lakeside and all that drama. Diana is in the building. Miss Stunning, hello, my darling. Someone saying, hi, Mish, the concert was beautiful, stunning, thank you. Hello from Kent with the G&T at the ready. Do you know what? I was almost tempted to have a G&T tonight, a pink. It would have been a pink gin as well, so it would have been good. Brian is in the building all the way from Sussex. Excuse me. Hello, Brian. We got someone else having a G&T and chocolate, Katie Bennett. Enjoy, Katie. We've got Ben saying, not just you, Michelle. The weather is messing with us at the moment. Maybe not on Wednesday, though. Love your latest concert, by the way. Thank you so much. We've still got some people coming in, so I just want to give them an opportunity to say hello. And, oh, Jermaine White's watching me. Oh. Hello, Jermaine. Nana, hello. Tope is waving. Do you know what, Tope? When I was preparing my notes for tonight, I thought of you, and I thought, I hope Tope will agree with my take on this. Claudia saying, looking great, darling. Thank you, darling. Well, this is what happens when you clear out your wardrobe, and you start finding bits and pieces in the back of the back of the wardrobe. So I found this little number, and I thought, right, I'm going to wear that for Michpowerhour. Brunette is drinking a glass of red. She says, don't know about Lakeside. Only a few shops open there. Our branch is shut. Sad. We've got Tuomo tuned in from Poland. Yes. Welcome. We've got Vanda saying that they love songwriting. I love songwriting as well. I get it. I've got the bug. Tope said Lakeside is not open, and I think that's probably a good thing right now. Tiffany is in the building. Hey, Tiffany. We've got Andre, who's tuned in all the way from France. Guys, how are you doing this week? How is everybody, like, coping? How are you keeping up? How are you all coping with life? Are we managing to stay positive? Are some people having a bit of a struggle? Is it getting a bit real for some people? How are you coping? I mean, obviously, I can see there's a few people that are like relying on the G&T to bring them through and chocolate. But talk to me, how are you coping? This is Mental Health Awareness Week, so really I wanted to talk a little bit about that. And you guys know that tonight we do have a special guest coming in, Katie! Katie's going to be singing with me tonight, and I'll explain all a little bit about Katie a bit later on, and why this has happened and why this is happening. And or maybe Katie can explain that. So Katie's going to come online with us at 10. So we're going to talk until then, and then we're going to do a little bit of music and just have a chat, and you guys can get to meet Katie. We've got Wilma from sunny Fife in Scotland. Hello, Wilma. Wilma, have you been asking me for my details to send me something? I need to send that to you. It slipped my mind. Richard Smith said, I didn't realise you were on tonight. Coincidence? I've just been watching you at the RAH. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Which concert were you watching? Because I've done a few at the RAH. With EC, I imagine it's one. Is it the 70th birthday? Was it that one? Julie said, yes. Katie, Shalka, we can't wait. Right, so I want to get into this whole mental health thing. And as I said, most of you have probably been seen on social media and on the news and so forth that it is Mental Health Awareness Week, okay? And just kind of doing a bit of reading up about it and a bit of research about it, I didn't realise that approximately 1 in 4 people in the UK experience mental health problems. I mean, that is a really high number. 1 in 6 people report experiencing common mental health problems such as anxiety, depression, phobia, stress, panic attacks, PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. These are just a few of the mental health problems that some of us face. We've got Richard saying yes, a fan night. Tope is saying, looking forward to your duet with Katie. She was on my session earlier. Yes. Louise said, nice concert past night. Thank you so much, Louise. Pink Caramel saying, hey Kaz, I just keep cooking. I made leek and butternut squash pie. That sounds good. Made with little caramel tarts. And I made a fruit loaf and festivals. And you didn't invite? You're not doing deliveries? Or what's happening here? Are you cooking because is this your coping mechanism at the moment? Is this like keeping you, like helping you to deal with the boredom or frustration? Is that what it is? Or is it just that you've, like so many of us, just can't stop eating, can't stop going to the fridge? Andre says it's a bit difficult in France. We are all scared with this. God help us all around the world. And you know what? I agree with you. God help us all. And this is the thing that is so unique and incredible about this time, is that it's a global thing. So can we just send out some hearts and some love for people in France? We've got people from Italy online. We've got a few people from the States online. We've got people from Belgium online. We've got people from Kent online. We've got a couple of people from Scotland. Like, let's just send out some hearts for everybody. We're thinking of you all and just wishing everybody would stay well and just avoid this COVID. Remember, stay alert. Anyway, we'll get to that later. So thank you, Andre, for saying that. You know, it's really difficult. So Andre, what are you doing to keep your mental well-being healthy? What are you doing to keep your mind up? What are you doing to stay positive and to keep yourself in a good, positive place? As we said, you know, this scenario, I mean, people suffer with mental health issues anyway. And I think many of us, if not most of us, if not all of us, at some point have had some kind of mental health experience, whether it's been anxiety or whether it's been feeling depressed or whether it's been feeling super stressed, or some people have had panic attacks. Some people suffer from PTSD. You know, what are you doing to stay in a good place and keep yourself positive and or to best manage keep your mental health healthy? Have I said that in the right way? Is that the correct terminology? If I've said it wrong, please let me know, correct me. I was just doing a little bit of research online, and a couple of the things that I just picked up on and I wanted to share with you guys. It says a number of people with mental health problems in recent years, it has increased, with people being worried about things like money, jobs, benefits, etc., which obviously make things harder for people to come. And even like more so now in this time where people are concerned about their futures, concerned about their jobs, obviously that the effect it has had on our incomes. People like me who just don't have an income right now, we are living by faith every day. You see loads of hearts going up. Faith, 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 faith. Vanda has said, be encouraged, Andre. Keep up your courage. We've got Pink Caramel says, yeah, it's a bit of both, keeping active and lots of eating. Yes. Somebody said, what time is Katie on? Katie's on at 10 o'clock, people. So hold tight for Katie. Louisa said, sports and music is a great help to release emotions and keep balance. That's a really brilliant way of staying on top and keeping on top of your emotions. Phil has said, I have struggled with mental health for years, Mish, with overdosing, etc. Bless your heart, Phil. But now I go to a recording studio in Swindon and I record stuff over backing tracks, etc. That's my release. If you want to, I can forward you contact details ready for when they reopen again. They would love to see a nice face like you in their recording studio and art room to see their clients, as their former ambassador was Mitch Winehouse, Amy Winehouse's father. Please do send the details, Phil. That'd be brilliant. And I'm so proud that you found another way of dealing with your anxiety and dealing with your mental health. So well done to you. And actually, I've got a few tips that I wanted to share, and that is one of them. Music is such a brilliant help, isn't it, when dealing with our mental health? How many of us have like favorite music that we listen to or that we go to when we need a pick-me-up? This is not the time for heartbreak songs. Unbreak my heart, say you love me again. No, this is not the time for that right now. We don't need that. Right now we need celebrate the time. We need those positive songs. I tell you what, at times like this, I grew up on gospel music, and a lot of you guys know I've spoken about growing up in the church and my faith and all of that. But let me tell you right now, on my playlist, I listen to a lot of praise and worship music. So if you guys ever want me to put up a playlist of some of my praise and worship music that I personally use to keep my mind focused and keep me positive and keep me encouraged, then I would be happy to do you guys a playlist and share that with you, because I'm honestly daily, like, that is how I start my day. And I find when I do that, it keeps my mental health healthy. So if you want me to share my playlist, I will. Tony Airy says, a friend of mine is a fisherman. He was telling me that if you use licorice as bait while fishing, you'll be able to catch all sorts. Boom, boom. Do you know what? Jokes are absolutely brilliant for keeping your mental health healthy. And Tony is straight in with the jokes tonight. Ben says, I'm normally quite outgoing and quite stubborn in terms of carrying on. This situation gives us a real snippet of what a continuous anxiety feels like. Absolutely. And I feel like now more than ever, you know, even for those of us that think that generally that we're quite even, our mental health is quite healthy and quite even, you know, that we generally have a positive outlook, and we can deal with our anxiety and our stresses in a healthy way. Listen, this has been a challenge. Like, can anyone be honest? Like, it's been a challenge. Like, if it's been a challenge for you, like, put some thumbs up. Like, let me know. I'll have a swig of my tea. I want to say, like, a big welcome to some of Katie's friends that are waiting for Katie to sing tonight. And maybe when Katie comes on, she'll give you a little bit of our history, so you'll understand the poignance and the significance of why I've asked Katie to sing tonight, other than the fact that she's a fantastic singer, which you guys are going to find out really soon. We've got Carrie, who's tuned in from Atlanta. If you want me to give you a shout out, then just say hello. Alden says, I was playing the piano because it helps my mental health. Another person who uses music as their mental health. Diana says, wake up, smile, meditation, long walks, reading, and having good laughter with friends is how she keeps her mental health healthy. What are you reading, Diana? Tell me. I'm a big reader. At the moment, I'm reading a book called The Power of Now, which is a book by Eckhart Tolle. It's really challenging me. For those of you that are readers, I'd really suggest it. Julie says, I had a bit of a panic attack when we went to lockdown, as I was scared about my husband going to work in what job he does. He's been off 7 weeks, but had to go back today. And so it's been making me anxious again. Listening to you cheers me up and makes me smile. Yay! And you know what? He's going to be fine. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you just got to do your best. You know, wear your mask if that's what makes you feel confident. Wear gloves if that makes you feel better. Do the best you can with the social distancing, you know, the 2 meter thing, and stay alert, whatever that means. Stay alert. And yeah, you know, he's going to be fine. Katie says, I've had my struggles with an emotional 5-year-old and a newborn. Bless you, Katie. Staying focused and keeping us safe and enjoying the sunshine together helps. Music is a massive lift for us all. Bless you. Have your babies, your 5-year-old, is it a boy, is a girl? Are they into dancing? Some of my neighbours' kids have been doing lots of like TikTok videos that have been like really, gives them a bit of a task to do, and it's fun. And I have to say, I've not done it every morning, but I've done the PE with Joe. Is it Joe? Yeah, Joe Wicks. A few times. Excuse me. I've done it with my nephew. I've done it with my godson a couple of times. I've done it with a couple of friends, and that's really good for the kids in the morning, tire them out a little bit before 11 o'clock tea time. Brooke says, my mental health took a massive knock when I found out I was pregnant, but watching your lives and listening to amazing singers like yourself and Katie has made me feel so positive. Yay! I love that. Tony says, the song The Prayer is brilliant. I'm going to check that out, Tony. Oh, yes. Somebody sent that to me recently. Fabulous. If you guys want me to post it, let me know and I'll put up a link. Absolutely beautiful. Honestly, it was a real moment. Brunette says, funny, no heartbreak songs now. We're staying out of that, my lovely. I was in tears the other evening listening to Anita Baker, but I had to turn it off and put my gospel music on instead. Do you know what? Anita Baker, again, for me, is like when I might feel like when he's pissed me off, when he's cheesed me off, I might put on caught up in the rapture of love. Nothing else would compare. So I know what you mean. Iona said she would love that. Are you talking about my praise and worship playlist? What are you referring to specifically, my lovely? Help me out. Phil says, thank you for reading that comment. A fine example of it was your former boss, Eric Clapton. After Connor passed away, he said he just wrote songs to release himself, hence Tears in Heaven being recorded. Yeah, and what a beautiful song it is. And every time that song is performed, you feel, where he's coming from with it. I've got loads of hearts going up on the screen. I love that. Pink Camel says, I've been going for long walks with my boys, been meditating, reading positive literature, being creative, and really trying not to worry about anything. You know what, cuz? That is the best thing. So I want to give you some tips, okay? Because when I was just doing a bit of research about this whole mental health thing, and it's such a wide thing, it covers so many different mental health problems. I looked at the National Health Organization. I looked at their website and I looked at Mind. Some of you might know the charity called Mind, and these are all, I'm going to post their numbers, their contact numbers after this, so you can, if you need to reach out, please, please be brave. Nobody needs to know. But they're all there. They're waiting to help. Okay, so utilize it. But, one of the things that kept coming up was that there's been a real increase of people self-harming and even people feeling suicidal, okay? So please utilize these things. And I wanted to share some of these tips that, I read a number of websites. So I just kind of gathered together a few tips of how to cope during these times, right? Tope has said uplifting music. Uplifting music works for me like every single time. My auntie Claire says, definitely, and make that praise with the Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. Always lifts me. Nina Simone, Everything Must Change. Beautiful song. Will get us through. That's really, 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 really great song there, Auntie Claire. Julie says, my daughter is 16 and couldn't take her exams, but she's been so good and been baking a lot and making jewellery and now selling over the world. Send a link, Julie, please. Send a link so we can check out what she's doing. Jacqueline says, just listen to music and think of good things. Really good advice, Jacqueline. Thank you. Vanda says, I recite poems and it helps other people. Poems, beautiful. My favourite, it makes me get all, is my favourite poet is Rumi. I just love Rumi's poetry, but it's all about love, and I love it. Richard says, I play Sudoku to stimulate my mind, and I'm always curious about nature. Learning stop me from catastrophizing. Sorry if I've read the word wrong. Learning also stops me from catastrophizing, plus playing good music. Really, really good tips there, Richard. Thank you. Andre says, I'm a professional cooker, I think a chef, And the situation in restaurants is not easy. Don't know what I'm going to do this summer. I play guitar all day long, blues, and I cook for practice to keep my mind clear. I bet you're an amazing cook. What are you cooking? Tell us some of your what's your dish at the moment? What's your go-to dish? Denise, my cousin, says, started walking each morning and listening to disco and 80s music. Woo! Good vibes all day long. Being outside helps with the cabin fever. You're absolutely right. Do you know, one of my neighbours, she's a real fitness, I was going to say fitness freak, but that's not very nice. But she's really into her fitness, and she runs every day and she rides her bike. And so she took me for a walk the other night, and we did 15,000 steps. Okay, I slept well that night, and then this morning she took me for a run. 7 a.m. we went for a run, and obviously we did the social distancing, and I felt so energized all day, and I don't know, I felt lighter. I felt tired, but I felt lighter. It really lifted something off of me. So getting out for a run or a good walk, honestly, is such a good thing. And these are you guys are just so on it. These are like some of my tips that I had for tonight. Rachel said, this is such a great idea. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you so much, Rachel. Anthony says, hey, Anthony, how are you, mate? Says, music helps. Also, I've been listening to family and friends who have issues but don't normally talk, and it kind of makes for an unusual situation. I listen to them without the judgment, which helps them to vent safely and has been my way of helping those who have been on their own. What a beautiful thing to do. And listen, that is another one of my tips. Like, we all need someone that we can talk to, that we know that we can trust, that's not going to chat your business, and you know, someone that cares about you and, you know, has your best interests at heart. Talking to someone is brilliant. And actually also being able to be a listening ear sometimes takes you away from your own stuff and makes you feel like you're helping someone. So that's also a wonderful thing to do, and a great way of keeping your own mental health good and healthy. Pink Carol says, I've had first-hand experience of mental health. Walking, listening to music really helps. You're absolutely right, cuz. Janet says, I use essential oils as I'm a holistic therapist. I go for walks, I eat well, fruits and vegetables, I listen to music or download the Calm app. And I have virtual meals with friends. Virtual meals with friends is good. By the way, cousins, we should have a virtual meal, actually, like this week, see if we can. That's a really, really good idea, actually. Andre says, positive energy helps a lot. Yes. Ben says, music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Plato is phenomenal. Isn't he a font of wisdom? Iona says, yes, your playlist. I will post up my playlist. I will send you a link. I'll get it done. I'll do a YouTube playlist for you guys, and I'll call it my anxiety. Yeah, my anxiety playlist. Or free from anxiety playlist. I don't need to bring on anxiety. I wanted to get rid of anxiety. Jacqueline says, keep moving has been hard. It is hard, but you know what? Make the most of the weather. I think the weather's going to change for us in London on Thursday. So, girlfriend, get out into the sunshine before this weather changes. Look, so these are some of my tips, and I'm going to invite Katie on in a second. Tell yourself something positive. 1. 2, write down something you're grateful for. Journal. Journaling has been linked to improve your well-being, mental health, and your happiness. Or maybe write a gratitude list. Number 3, focus on one thing. Being in the present moment allows us to let go of negativity or difficult emotions from past experiences that are weighing you down in that moment. So focus on something else in that moment. Focus on maybe making yourself some lunch, or having a bath, go for a walk, and pay attention to physical sensations, like sounds. So like we were saying about music, conversation, smells, maybe put on some nice perfume, and also taste. Look, food. This is the one time where it's allowed to be a little bit naughty and have all your favorite foods. Number 4, exercise. So many of you guys have said that already tonight. Exercise is so important, and we know that exercise releases stress relieving and mood boosting endorphins. We know that, right? So it makes you feel good. So get out there, Jacqueline, get out there, get your walk happening, all right? 5, eat a good meal. And when I say a good meal, fish and chips is fantastic, but chuck a bit of salad on the side at least. So something healthy. Give yourself a good, healthy, nutritious meal, okay? Number 6, open up to someone. As Anthony was saying, talk to somebody. And you know what? As I said, maybe maybe it might be call a friend who needs help. Do something for someone. That number 7 is do something for someone. Research shows that by being helpful to others, it has a beneficial effect on how you feel about yourself. So help someone else. Think of someone else. But when you're going out down the shop, buy your neighbour a pint of milk. Or I think I said this a couple of weeks ago. One of my neighbours bought me a bottle of red wine, knocked my door, and obviously stepped back out of the front garden, and it really touched my heart. I literally burst into tears. I was like, thank you. So do something nice for someone. 8, take a break. When things get too much, step away. And I know for some of you, like Katie, that has children, if you've got someone else in the house that you can maybe go into the garden and have a cup of tea for a minute, or go into another room and just watch a program, or I don't know, listen to a song for 20 minutes, but step away and give yourself a moment to breathe. Okay. And the last tip I want to give you, number 9, is go to bed. Go to bed on time. Get yourself into a regular bedtime. Sleep deprivation, we know, has a negative impact on our mood. So set yourself a regular bedtime. And the other thing is, shut your phone off, your laptop, your iPad, your tablet, whatever. Shut that thing off an hour before you get to bed, because your brain needs to shut down, okay? So I hope some of these tips will help you. I want to see if we can get the fabulous Katie online. Oh, God. I'm not seeing Katie. I'm not seeing you here. So if you are here, my lovely, is Katie in the building? Can you request me? Because I can't see you to request you. Let me try and find you. And because we just want to hear you sing, girl. I don't know why, but I can't see Katie at the moment. But I'm sure that she will be online with us in a moment. Just say a prayer, please, Lord. Let the internet gods be with us tonight, please, Lord. I want to read some of these comments. Richard said, this is the first time something like this has happened in 100 years. You're right, Richard. And so we're all just trying our best to cope and get through this in the best way that we can. Pink Caramel says, the power of now. For those of you, I was saying that the book I'm reading at the moment is The Power of Now, and it's really challenging me, and especially in this time that we're in, it's really challenging my mind about being present right now. Yes, there's all these things that are happening externally, and you know what, so many of these things are out of my control. So let me focus in on the things that are in my control, the energy in my home, how I spend my day, my routine, the things that I listen to, the things I'm watching, how much I'm watching the news. I don't know about you guys, but I limit how much I watch the news, because it doesn't help me, and that's just me. Wilma says, I got diagnosed with anxiety and depression around a year ago. Having my gorgeous German Shepherd helps me loads, and your music, and lives, and also Will Young's music. I love my Will Young. What's your dog's name? What's his name? -5 says, I'm really struggling with my productions at the mo. I can't focus on making music. So why don't you just like set yourself a small task of, maybe go in for an hour and just focus on the chorus, or focus on, your drum loop. If you're producing, your drum loop, and just focus on that for an hour and then step away and give yourself a break. Because sometimes we look at the big picture and go, oh my God, I want to record this whole project. And it just seems so overwhelming. So give yourself really like small, manageable daily tasks. Okay, how about that? Jacqueline says, I wake up, I listen to Tasha Cobbs, then set my day and go for long walks, which feels much better. Fresh air. Diana says, Lisa Nicholson is the best coach. I read a lot of her stuff and having inspired by her life story. She's brilliant, actually. I watch her myself on, I've seen some of her Facebook and some of her YouTubes. She's brilliant. No, Brooke, that's another Katie, not our Katie. Vanda says, I'm finally in my coaching training on somatic thinking. Wow. And yes, fasting and music helps too. Fasting is brilliant, isn't it? And it's such a discipline. I think if you can discipline yourself, then you're good. Cousin Denise, can you do me a favor? Can you message Katie and see if because she had trouble getting online last week, see if she's able to get online? Could you do that for me, please, cuz? Thank you. Let me read some more of these wonderful comments. Tony says the prayer was done by Celine Dion. Yes, brilliant song. I was listening to it the other day. Fabulous. Jack says, I'm getting my hands dirty in the garden. I'm seeing all in bloom. A cappuccino in my garden. The cats outside playing and sleeping makes me very calm. That sounds really lovely, really calming. Andre says, Portuguese literature is great. I'm Portuguese. Jose Saramago and Luis de Camões. De Camões. You know when you try and do it in like the accent, you think it sounds a bit more... Katie's not even online yet, but I bet she's getting ready. Like, can someone give Katie a nudge? Janet says, it's hard for sufferers with autism, ADHD too. I am a social worker by profession and have seen so many horrific stories. We cannot forget these people. And as I said, Janet, there are so many different mental health problems, isn't there? And autism, you're absolutely right. ADHD, I mean, I said anxiety, PTSD. I mean, the spectrum is really wide, so you're absolutely right. They weren't on my list, and my list did not include everyone, just a few of the mental health problems, but you're absolutely right. ADHD, OCD is another one, isn't it? So you're absolutely right. Love goes out to anybody that has any mental health challenges. We're thinking of you, and we're praying for you, and just hoping that you are able to just, cope as best as you can during this time. We know it's not easy. We're not going to patronize you and say, oh, go for a walk, it will take away, your mental health problems. No, but these are just some tips to help you to cope, and I hope that's clear. Diana says, my partner is inspiration. If he's not in bed, he's in the kitchen. If he's not in the kitchen, he's in the studio. Music is the best healer, always. Lawrence says, everything will be all right. PJ Morton. Woo! I listened to that the other day, Laws. And you know what? The other song I listened to, PJ Morton, he did it with his dad. It's gone out of my mind. Hopefully it'll come back. I'm not promising, but I hope it will. Gloria says, someone close to me struggles with PTSD. He goes for walks, he practices mindfulness and listens to music and finds that these help. And again, more coping mechanisms. John Payne says, we went to work last week. I think routine is important, speaking for himself. Plus, when I get home, I'm singing and playing guitar, which makes me feel much better. Sean says, I have lots of stress. I've spent 2 months growing my tomatoes inside. They all blew away last night from my garden. Oh, bless you, Sean. But you know what? You grew them once, you can do it again, Sean. All right? And this time they'll be even more magnificent. So don't be disheartened. And hopefully they've blown away to somebody who might have needed them more than you. So don't, try again, okay? Bless you. Gloria says, trusting someone to talk is absolutely key. You are right. It's totally key. There is that saying, you hear these things when you're growing up, and I think as you get older, you go, okay, I get it. A problem shared is a problem halved, right? Don't you find that talking to someone literally helps you to just offload? And actually sometimes, people come up with things that you would never have thought of. They give you a different perspective and can talk you down. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we talk ourselves up and we need someone to just talk us down. Pink Camera says, yep, I'm down with the virtual meal cards. Let's get it in the diary. Nana says, these are such good tips, especially music and talking to someone. I'm glad that you like the tips, Nana. Brooke is saying, Katie's not online yet. We're waiting for Katie. We're not sure where she is right now, but I'm hoping that she'll show up really, really soon. I know she had some issues last week connecting, so let's see what happens. But we're just sending out energy. Can we send out some hearts for Katie? And Jackie says, yes, I've been eating healthy food, lots of green foods. I've been eating healthy, lots of green foods. And then I've also been eating some other food that comes in the green box, and they're called matchsticks. For those of you that remember matchstick chocolate. It's in a green box, right? It's one of my 5 a day. Gerald Brown says, what about people over 70 who are forced to stay in shielding for the past 8 weeks, not seeing family, etc.? They are suffering. They really are suffering. And it is super tough especially if they don't quite understand what's happening. I think for some older people that I know, they don't quite understand the extent of, this whole lockdown and, the reason behind it. So it is tough. And if you have older relatives that you're looking after, God bless you, because I know it is a challenge. It is really challenging. Maya says, I'm 18 with 2 kids. Pray for me. Oh my God, Maya. Prayers are going up for you, girl. I said, and I've said this before, and this is no reflection on my son, because my son is incredible and he's my best friend. He's the love of my life. But I am so grateful that he is grown, and he's been quarantining, with his girlfriend, and I'm okay about it. And because I think we'd probably get on each other's nerves by now. Either that, or he would be baking and cooking too much, and I would lose the fight, guys. Wilma's dog is called Doug. Yay! Gerald says, they say life has changed. Imagine the elderly are locked in their homes. It must be like prison. Yeah, we've just given a shout out to our elderly. We've got a couple of links from Andre, so I'll have a look at those after. Rhiannon is saying, I hope we haven't missed Katie. I hope we haven't missed Katie either. But no, I'm not seeing her online as yet. Julie says, come on, Katie. We got so many people that are really like rooting for Katie and want to see her online, and I'm just waiting to see her online, guys, but she's not here as yet. And as I said last week, she did have some issues getting online, so I hope that she's not having the same issues tonight. We can only hope and pray. Brooke says she got quite a lot of abuse on Twitter earlier after I posted the video of you two. I hope she's all right. I hope she's okay as well. For those of you that don't mind, just send Katie an inbox and just tell her we love her and we want to see her. I don't want to put her under any pressure, but it would be lovely. It'll be lovely to see her tonight, and I hope she's okay, whatever's going on. Why don't you give her a ring, Mayor? Just check that she's okay. No pressure from us whatsoever. Pin Caramel said the bloody match. Cuz, what can I tell you, man? It's real. It's real out here. The matchstick love is real. Diana says, I have an 87-year-old, the next door neighbour. I'm the only one who comes into her house. Her son has just seen her from his car. She's been so positive and copes really well. Oh, bless her. Give her lots of love. My nan's 88, so I know, at that age, just all the support and love and positivity that we can give them just makes all the difference. Yes! We've got a couple of people that are saying we can't wait for the duet. I can't wait either. But I'm glad to know that you guys are just coping well. And as I said, look, I know it's a lot to be able to say, look, I really need help. I need prayer. If anybody needs prayer or needs a bit of help or support at this time, please just let us know. And we'll inbox you. We'll send you a message. We'll check in on you. So many people on the Michpowerhour are really positive. So, and there might be somebody who lives near you that, can maybe meet you for a walk or something in the park. Who knows? Stranger things have happened on the Michpowerhour, so I don't put it. But if you do need me to pray for you, or you're concerned about something, if you want me to send you my playlist, just let me know, and I'm happy to help in that way if I can. Brunette says, you said before, and people like myself that suffer from depression and in recent years anxiety too, it's difficult dealing with the change of life, the new normal. It really is, Brunette. I find going to the shops distressing, and I'm hoping, Brunette, that maybe there are people that maybe family that can take on some of that for you, so that you don't have to do it as often. And I'm hoping that you'll have some luck doing the whole online delivery thing. Again, it just takes off the stress. Wherever you can eliminate the stress and the anxiety, my lovely, that's what you do. Okay, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to let your family know, your friends know, because to be honest with you, what I've found in this time, people are so willing to help because we're all in this together. People that have never had issues with anxiety or, very rarely get stressed or very rarely get depressed or get down or feel low. Let me tell you, this thing has leveled a lot of people, and we're all just trying to deal with things in the best way that we can. So please don't suffer alone. If you need help in that area, then call on a friend, call on family, get online, do your online shopping, do what you've got to do to protect your mental health. Okay, my lovelies. Somebody said, great show as always, cuz, and yes, please send us a playlist. So those of you that want a playlist, just put in the comments, playlist please. My mum taught me manners, yeah. Playlist, please. And I will go through the comments after, and I will send you all a link to the playlist. I'm going to create it on YouTube. And as I said, my playlist is mostly like gospel music, praise and worship. It's uplifting, it's positive, it's how I start my day. So if you'd like it, please I don't know one messaging me and saying, look, there's no Luther Vandross on here. There's no Taylor Swift on this. Okay? This is my uplifting praise and worship playlist. Okay? So let me say what it says on the tin. So I got a couple of people saying playlist. So if you'd like the playlist, just put playlist, please. We're just happy to see you shine your inner light and be the best inspiration to many. I absolutely try my best. Maya says the phone's off and it's gone to voicemail. You know what? All we do right now, I just send out prayers and love to Katie wherever she is, whatever she's going through, whatever the issue is. If it's a connection thing, if it's these things are intimidating. It's coming online and singing to people is not easy. It's intimidating. So I just send out prayer. I send out positivity to her. I send out love to her. I send out a big sister cuddle to her. And you know what? In the right time, it will happen. If it doesn't happen tonight, it doesn't happen tonight. And, who knows the reasons why, but we just trust that she's okay. That is the most important thing, okay? Janet says, anyone who needs support can request to join the FB Hope in Troubled Times hit. Yes! Hope in Troubled Times hit. That's a Facebook page. We have professional therapists, social workers, and counsellors who will support and give advice. It is a positive and uplifting group. Love the sound of that. So the group again, for those of you that missed it, it's a Facebook group. It's called Hope in Troubled Times. HITT is the acronym for that. And it's a group of professional therapists, social workers and counsellors who can give you support and advice. And it's a positive and uplifting group. So if you feel you want a little bit of extra support, guys, check out that group, HITT, Hope in Troubled Times. Thank you for that, Janet. Thank you for sharing that. Also, we had a counsellor who was a guest on the Michpowerhour a couple of weeks ago. His name is Tope Abalude, and you can find him on Tope. He was online a moment ago. Tope is a professional counsellor. He's well, I don't know if the right word is to say specialises, but he deals with people that deal with anxiety, that deal with stress, that deal with depression, relationship counselling. So if you feel like you need some one-on-one counselling, please reach out to Tope. He's incredible. I'm saying this personally. Listen, there's no shame in my game. Sometimes if you need that help, if you need to speak to someone and get that help, sometimes you know what, you just need to speak to someone privately and just and let somebody just listen without any bias, without any judgment, because sometimes friends give you advice based on their own experience, and sometimes you need the advice from somebody who is professional. And so we have that group, Help in Troubled Times, and also we've got Tope again. If you need one-to-one counselling, please reach out. Be brave. Tope's lovely. I can vouch for him personally. Lots of hearts going up on the screen. Anthony says, you may inspire others to create their own playlist. Another thing I do is send a playlist which may encourage others through tough times. Anthony, I would love, send me the playlist. I'd love that, please. And, if any of you guys would like Anthony's playlist, then please just tag Anthony's playlist, please. Cassius Ramos from Brazil is here. Would you record one song with us? Who are you? I don't know who you are. Cassius, who are you? Send me your CV. Send me your credentials, okay? Unfortunately, we don't see Katie tonight, so I can only imagine there's been some kind of issue with logging in. Lots of people wanting my playlist. Whoop whoop whoop. Brooke, don't worry. Hopefully that's not the reason why. But if it is, there's nothing we can do. It was not intentional. What I've learned on social media, you have people that are positive, and you have people that live to be negative, you know, people that live to troll, and there's nothing you can do about that, you know. Lots of people wanting the playlist. We've still not had any response from Katie, so we only just hope that she's okay. We've said a prayer for her. Kay Cullen says, well done on the positive vibes and on the gig last night. Guys, thank you so much for those of you that tuned into my quarantine concert. Wow, like I've had, it's like over 4,000 views in 24 hours. It's like amazing. So thank you to those of you that tuned in. If you haven't seen it, it's on my Instagram. For those of you that are on Facebook, it's on my Facebook page. You can check it out, you can watch it, you can share it. And the whole point of it, it's not for me. I don't get paid to do it, nothing like that. It's just about positivity. It was about me lifting my own spirits and hopefully lifting up the spirits of a few others. So please check out my quarantine concert. It's also uploaded on YouTube. Also, for those of you that have missed some of the last Mish Power Hours, I've now got my own YouTube channel. So please check out Mish Power Hour TV. So go to my YouTube, type in Mish Power Hour TV. Please subscribe. I'm going to be putting up some adverts on there. I'm going to be doing a couple of podcasts. I'm going to be doing a couple of like little nuggets of wisdom and encouragement for you guys. So just check that out. But please subscribe to my Mish Power Hour TV on YouTube, because in a few weeks' time we are going to be going to YouTube live. I'm not going to be doing Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to be doing Mish Power Hour solely through YouTube. So I'm just giving you guys time to make the adjustments, because I know some of you struggle with change, but change is coming. Tell your neighbor change is coming. So guys, thank you so much. Please send out a prayer to Katie. I'm not sure what's happened tonight. Again, we know that, she had some issues last week logging on. So sending out love to Katie, and hopefully we'll get to hear her soon. Just send her some kisses. Don't have a go at her. Just give her a kiss and a hug. And, who knows what's happening. So, so sorry we didn't get the duet tonight. But I'm here. You're here. And listen, Mish Power Hour is all about turning pain into power. That's the whole point of what we're doing. So guys, thank you again. Please share it. Please let a friend know. If it's helped you, please share it. Please get in touch with Hope in Times of Trouble Facebook page. Please get in touch with Tope Abalude if you need that one-on-one counselling. And let's just stay safe. Let's stay alert. Until next week. Yeah? Mish Power Hour. Thank you so much, guys. Bless you all. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. Love you all. Thank you so much, everybody.